All right. So good afternoon, everyone, and I would first of all like to welcome. Can you hear me, Jeremy? Okay. Yeah. So today, to commemorate the World Ranger Day that we celebrated last week, I believe, we have rangers from all the different sites working at SIF, so Valle de May, Fonfeldina, and also Aldabra, just to have this little link up and get to know what everyone does at their different sites. So we'll start with a round of introduction. I'll start with myself, the Aldabra team, and then I'll hand it over to Valle de May and Fonfeldina. Okay, so my name is Emma Medeli. I'm the Assistant Aldabra Science Coordinator, and I've been working here in Aldabra since November last year. And next to me there is.
My name is Michael Esparron. 20 years old. I've been working here for about 2 years now. I'm the Ranger Bootman on Aldabra.
Hey, I'm Alex Rose. I'm also 20 years old, and I've been working here on Aldabra for 8 months now. It's been good, and I'm the logistics / researcher, and in a way, that's it.
Awesome. All right, thanks, guys. So I'll move on to Valle de May and Fonfeldina. If you guys could give us a little intro, please.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. So I'm gonna start. My name is Akash Panika. I'm 23 years old, and I'm a ranger here at BDM. And I've been working here since September last year till now. Yeah.
Hi guys, nice to see you. My name is Terence Fayed. I'm an assistant research officer. I'm working with SIF for 9 and 8 months. 9 years and 8 months.
My name is Christian. I work at the Fonfeldina. I'm 23 years old and I'm statistic.
Yeah, okay.
My name is Warren Aloysius. I've been working with Fonfeldina since 2004. Since I've been there, and now I am a ranger at Fonfeldina.
Nice. All right. Next.
I'm currently in charge of the ranger in Fonfeldina, and I have at least 10 years experience working in
Wow. That's great. Thanks, everyone. Valle and Fonfeldina, if you guys can speak up a little bit louder, please. I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly, but it's a bit,
We can hear you. We can hear you, for sure.
Okay. I'd probably just speak really loud. So I think we'll get started with the questions now. So all three sites actually came up with questions beforehand. So I'll just read them out and maybe we can get both sides, Valle and Fonfeldina, you guys can answer first. And then we'll get Aldabra to join in. Oui, nous avons cause créole aussi, anglais, créole, n'importe okay. All right, so I'll go with the first question. What is the most interesting species you currently work with at your site and why? We can start with Valle and Fonfeldina, whoever wants to. What's the most interesting?
Well, basically, I can answer Fonfeldina. Basically, the most interesting species that we are currently working on, I would say, would be the flagship species, which is the crocodile. And throughout the research we have done on crocodile, we have still to find the answer for the question, maybe because the crocodile lives for so many years. And but we think that what we are doing will surely help to bring some answers, maybe even when we are one. Okay, but it's really interesting, and the manner we go about doing our work with the photography, I think is quite unique, and I think it will definitely bring some answers in the future.
Nice, definitely. Cool.
So
Any other most interesting species? Yeah.
for Valley de Mer, I would say it's the black parrot. Yeah, the black parrot, knowing that it's endemic here and it's really special to the Seychelles. It's become like very iconic here. So I really think that that is one of the nicest species that we get to work with here.
In regards to
Nice.
the black parrot, I worked with the black parrot for at least 8 years, and I have a vast experience in how to conduct information, how to connect the data on the black parrot research. And I see that there's still a lot of questions to ask, especially for the black parrot, because each day you learn new things in regards to the species. That's why, yeah, it's an interesting species to work with.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, maybe we can move to Aldabra. There's so many awesome species here, right? So the guys don't know what to choose, but try.
Like the most interesting species, like we don't work very much with them, like the dugongs, the mantas, but I would say for me, it's the seabirds, frigate birds, and the boobies. Like they're pretty cool. Like the colonies, very large. Like seeing them nest all year round, it's pretty amazing. Like yeah, the red-footed boobies, they're cool.
Alex.
I would say the turtle and tortoises as well. They're also kind of cool, and they're all over the atoll, different sizes, different places. It's pretty much interesting.
Nice. Yeah. I guess at both sides, we really do have amazing species, and we're truly blessed to be able to work with them and trying to conserve them. So that's always a good thing. Ok, nan l'autre question, ça voyage pour le groupe Aldabra. Quelles autres routines normales pour la zone de travail Aldabra? Okay.
Well, we have schedules, so whatever is placed on the schedule, that's what we have to do. So normally there's tracks. People will go for tracks in the morning. That's the first monitoring of the morning. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah. You walk the beach, come back, enter the data. Then I would say in the morning, mostly monitoring. So we'll have mostly monitorings in the morning. So if we need to go out in the lagoon, that's when we'll do it, mostly in the morning. Depends on the tide though. Phenology, that morning monitoring. So yeah, in the morning it's mostly monitoring, and the afternoon mostly data entry. Yeah.
Same. Well, I guess nous avons une question aussi pour valider mais qu'il faut faire du non. Le cas du nous qui moyen la zone de travail, d'autres routines normalité.
Well, for VDM, it's kind of the same thing as you guys said. Like we go in the forest in the morning, and then it's data entry in the afternoon. So yeah, we just get to get like these early morning nice walks in the forest, and then in the afternoon we can do data entry. Or if there's much more to do, then we can even stay a whole day inside the forest at times.
Yeah, to add, it just depends on the priority of the research we are going to work on. If YCA is the priority, then you have to do the YCA. We have to plan on what to do the next week. And if the black parrot during the black parrot breeding season, then the black parrot will become the clear priority. Then you have to put team to do monitoring and everything. If phenology, then to do the phenology, same as
So it's not too different to VDM.
Yeah, phenology, no, si nous fait ça. Okay, and for Ferdinand,
But we have 2-hour break, so let's do that.
but it's hot.
It's hot in the afternoon, yeah, so off.
Farm. So in the morning we go up on the mountains, normally we count the number of nerds taking the food to everything like that. But if we see something different, so we take all the notes. And sometimes also we assist with the visitors coming to visit Compagina also sometimes. Yes. This is how our day mostly. But maybe
Nice.
so right now we have a new management, so as you already know. So maybe now something new will come in. So
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Est-ce qu'ils ont donné beaucoup d'espèces envahissantes qu'ils ont rencontrées dans ce travail? Well, nous connaissons YC, c'est bon. On a commencé avec Vallée des Mecs, Compagina, après on a move on.
We have a lot of invasive species here in Biden. We have also philodendron that we have to deal with. Yeah, philodendron is a plant. Yeah, it's really invasive. And I don't know. And the cinnamon, there's also cinnamon and cocoa plant, cocoa plant also, and guava. Yeah.
No, too.
Very.
Maybe here on Aldabra, maybe I would say rat tails, which is the plant, and then the rats. Yeah, the rat tails, we try to do our best to keep them out around the station, but as you may know, Aldabra is pretty big and it's on Gonte, so project in mind. Maybe. So we have the rat tails and the rats. The rats will eat everything. So we try and protect ourselves from the rats. The rats are bad here, trust me. I know what I'm saying. Ask this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Next question. Yes.
Something to add in regards to rats.
Yeah.
We actually have rats, especially during breeding season. We have pretty large. And we have some traps that we put, the good nature traps that we put everywhere, like in the office and outside, outdoor. Yeah, just to control some these rats. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I guess local de valley, if Compagina is going to be police invasive species, because obviously the mainland and things like that. It's that we do try our best to go to biosecurity, but we're aware of it already. No biosecurity is very strict, I can say. We say up a 7 invasive species out the way. But really good job to all 3 sides. Sorry, not 2 sides, 3 sides now. I can unfair when we say deal with invasive species. Okay, I'll try and move on to the next question. Okay, so if you had the option, with which other SIF site would you choose to work at and why? Vale, and Compagina.
I can answer that question. My dream will be to work on algebra. But I think maybe younger. It's always a dream to even set foot on algebra. That is my point of view.
Yeah.
for me,
Anyone else?
it would be Algebra, because like everyone, I think in station is a dream to be opting for physics. It would be nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, a dream, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I will just to go to other Algebra in 2018. Yeah, it's a really nice place. Really cool. Yeah, it's a really nice place to work.
All right.
Alex, guys.
Alex.
Well, it's doce, but now, você não pode acabar. Well, ici, you know, on a part, nouveau qui tous les jours. And, oui, normal.
Aussi, là, même, à cause. Quand on met, ouais, pour avec l'homme, c'est plus normal. Yeah, Aldabra.
Well, mon mensagem. As pessoas em várias, I guess, because my bad with that experience avec terrestrial work, even though my family, so my police no marine, so I feel like it would be cool to work with black pirates.
For me, I think I have a bit of both. Like I would feel like, yeah, I love the ocean and I love terrestrial as well. But I think like working at Alibaba would be really cool, but also working at Forfagina as well would be really awesome as well. Because Forfagina has a lot of abundant trees, a lot of cocodinaires. Its landscape is amazing. And it would be really cool to work there as well.
Definitely. Forfagina is the untapped beauty. All right. So the other question, let me just check.
There wasn't much. This was Aldabra.
What's the most exciting part of being a ranger, Alex?
Well, being a ranger is interesting. I might say really interesting. Like
What's
Like,
the most
give us-
exciting part?
Well, the exciting part is like you're always outdoors. You're always like in a different place. You're never at the same place. Well, twice in a month.
Yeah.
That's true. And the wildlife, the animals is amazing. You get to work with them for a bit, and it's really cool.
Very. As Alex was saying, discovering new things, and here on Aldabra is pretty untouched. So everywhere you step might be like discovering other things, you know. Very. It's quite fun here to be a ranger, like exploring the outdoors, Aldabra itself, seeing the diversity of species. Very cool.
What about Forfagina and Validine? What's the most exciting part of being a ranger?
As for me, the exciting part is when you meet the people working on the same field that you're working with, and then with other people, you know. And also, like you say, guys, learning new things is that's the exciting part.
Yeah, I just think that like always being around nature really is the exciting part, you know, like always being around it because you can try to get like this sort of peace of mind when you're inside nature. I guess you guys at Aldebra can really tell me about that. But like yeah, it's really nice. That's what makes it exciting for sure.
Good. Yeah,
Cool,
no took lá na mesma experience. So yeah, go back to.
Always learning.
Pour moi, ranger by people qui ont été des bureaux qui les ont amené pour amener si ça même quelque chose comme ça. Tout à fait comme la pour les ont pu voir que quand on dit ouais pour c'est design que pour dire non pas ouais toute qualité toute prix comme si c'était intéressant. Ils ont pu quelque chose o pai quando che essa fresh air tu sai diferente isso mas essa vai ter muito que tá lá na tipo foi mais interessante
Yeah.
a mim uma atual estamos lá bem para dizer que lá
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Since this is live, Benjamin, keep it getting all the Facebook. So everyone watching us out there, you guys can start sending in your questions if you have any, and both sides, all three sides, sorry, we're gonna be here to answer your questions. Okay? Alright, so Manuel question. Ti kot konfeji nan mwen kwa, zot santi changement climat peut affecter biodiversité et l'existence à d'abord. Alex, quoi, changement climat peut affecter à d'abord? Ou santi comme ça?
Yeah, because it's really hot here. I think that's doing something. It's really hot. Extremely hot. Yeah.
Aussi, il y a beaucoup d'émotions. Like, some of our beaches going and not coming back now. So, yeah, I think it's affecting us. Slowly, but it is.
Definitely. Yeah, mon pan la enkachte le tan ki mon ka really differentiate, mais seulement by looking at photos ka si de la den library. Ko pa rapport like sa le tan, a long time ago avec now, and you can see the difference par Michael Peggy. Lans ne pi pale avant, like l'érosion arrivé. There's just, you can see it happening, maybe pas as much que tu expectais, mais c'est mon connaît pour une différence. Et aussi, nous d'expérience coral bleaching, even though now nous corals peut recover, nous still connaît qui sont l'impact, par exemple, si on a like un heat wave, quelque chose qui est passé, nous pourrait affecter définitivement. I guess the question nous a demandé aussi, est-ce qu'ils ont un impact changement climat, le fond fait du non avec Vallée des Mers aussi?
Yeah, most definitely. Vale, eu vou pessoal que vão perguntar vocês vão falar que se pode mas vocês here as guys
Okay. Sorry, no bastante todo. Yes, no bien. Sorry, like everyone watching, we're live from Adabra, so we might get some connection issues. All right.
Yeah.
So the next. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Quando há problema com a internet, eu quero.
Yes, no, thanks, Mokwama. Move on to the next question, maybe. Okay, so what item do you always take in the field? No matter what the field as a ranger, what item do you always take with you? Vale. Sorry?
Binoculars all the time.
Ah.
Have to take them. It's binoculars, notebook, pencil, GPS, first aid kit, everything that you think you have to use in the field. Definitely, you have to do a checklist every morning. She said something that you always need. Yeah, you always need binoculars, first aid kit, water, notebook, and pencil.
Nice. What else? C'est ça? Mon panneau, c'est pas skip. Yeah, mon panneau, c'est no pas skip. Oh, go on.
Camera, GPS, ballpen, board,
Yeah. Pour nous aussi parler, I guess, GPS est vraiment important ici à d'abord à cause Everywhere looks the same, so you really need your GPS. Mutedelo is very important. Like Alex said, it's very hot. So water, especially le temps nou pe alokan, nou pe mase pou like desert, kilomètre mase, ou bezan ou bouteille de l'eau. Yeah. Okay, let me just. Okay, so what is the hardest thing about being a ranger?
The hardest thing?
Yes. Alex, what's the hardest thing about being a ranger?
My experience is not much. I don't find anything hard being a ranger. Yeah, just the sun, and yeah, you need a hat and some water.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. And like Emma said, you must have your GPS as well. You're all set. Good to go.
Like Alex was saying, the midday sun, you don't want to get caught in the midday sun. It's pretty hot. You're rushing to find shade, you know. Yeah, so I would say it's the sun. That's the hardest thing when I'm about being a ranger.
Yeah.
For me.
Lokote Valley avec Conferdinand, what's the hardest thing about being a ranger?
So I'm just gonna answer for everyone. I guess like the most hardest thing is like the responsibilities that it comes with. You know, if anything happens, you have to make sure to get on it as fast as possible. So there's quite some responsibilities that comes with it. So we have to like to check it out and make sure everything goes well.
Yeah, definitely. So that's for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
there's another difficulty, really big difficulty is the terrain.
the rain,
Not
yeah,
as
true.
clear as the Valley de Vent. It's quite big, and then there are many steep slopes, many rocky areas that rangers need to cross, and it's quite demanding, quite difficult. But thankfully, we have very good, energetic guys that keep their all in the forest.
Yeah, I mean, being a ranger is quite challenging. You are exposed to the environment, and the environment can be really harsh sometimes. But so at the end of the day, it's very worth it, and we try to be as safe as we can, you know? Yeah.
Biasanya kalau di Nanzot, kita ada buat tanah sabang kuaya pikir lah. Ano, kita kami ada sudah sudah na si dazo trabalho.
Sorry, combien quoi?
Soulier.
Ah! Michael m'a fait carré pour ta question pour nous.
Ouais, il est pas vraiment. Soulier pour dire lui-même, well, nous n'avons pas beaucoup de souliers ici à all right now, so nous essayons servir les pas les temps. Avec dit quand nous pour décoller, nous pour essayer de recoller avec Tiger Seal. Nous essayons de faire les masses, nous. Ah, ah, dit peut-être nous appeler les temps, il faut bien maintenir nos souliers. La cause important aussi, c'est qu'on a avec
Well, moi, on pour l'escalier et mon mes booties and there's a comment concert de moi, j'ai mon business ça, j'ai mis à l'autre. So I guess it also depends on souliers aussi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could opinion they're not very nice.
Thank you.
All right. I'll check for other questions. Alors, question sortie pour faire une boîte d'avoir. Qui population tortisée en 2020 et est-ce que son population peut augmenter ou ça descendre?
Sorry, Emma, could you dire ça encore, s'il vous plaît? Antonio.
Okay, sorry. Qui population tortisée en 2020 et est-ce que son population peut augmenter ou ça descendre?
Okay.
Well, I think the tortoise population is at a steady pace now. It's not growing. It's not getting smaller, declining. But that might change with the climate change. If it gets too hot, maybe not enough water for the tortoises around. So I think we're stable for now. Don't know about the future, what the future holds. So it's about 70,000 to
120.
120,000.
But we're still working on it.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, but this an estimate. The last estimate that we had was 120,000.
cherries.
That's a lot.
It is more like more than Seychelles population. Like it's crazy. I'm gonna look for some questions from Aldabra to the other side. Okay, what species would you like to work with that you've currently done?
Shinji, what species would you like to work with that currently done?
I would say sharks. Why not? Don't work with sharks. Let's tag some sharks.
Same. But we do work with sharks though, like bruvs. We see them, but not really like a project about sharks. But we do bruvs. What else, guys? What other species would you like to work with?
I think few species. Me? Maybe dugongs or mantaris that we see them around, but we don't really know a lot about them. So maybe the mantas or the dugongs, one of those.
I would say the Madagascar pond heron, because they're rarely sighted, and when we see them, they always like disappear. It'll be really cool to learn more about them. Yeah, and they're really endangered as well.
What about the other members from Valiant of Genome? What species would you guys like to work with?
Like here in Vaideme, even we have a lot of species, but there's no specific project attached to the species, especially like Sicilian, Subrosids, and maybe tree frogs. But maybe I'd like to work with one of them, but after that, there's a lot of them, but especially Sicilian, it's endangered species, and Subrosids. We don't have a specific project attached to this.
Google.
Well, on my side, I would like to work with parrots. Yeah, I would like to work with the parrots and other bird species. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have anything specific that was, but maybe a bit of birds. I will say like that. The black parrot, we are in province, mostly black parrot. I will say that. But anything else, anything new for my job, it will be fun.
With the Zazu, with the black parrot, with the Mulisa, gecko. With the one,
Nice, nice. All interesting species, mostly more black parrot, palmachillo avant, abwe, sharks, and manta rays. A lot. Humpback whales, just everything. Encore l'autre question par d'avoir, so je peux faire Gina. Merci pour cette question. So qui plie au point par là au niveau de la mer ou à d'avoir.
I think it's about 8 meters from the gin. So we have two bigs and gins. We have more, but this is the main two. So it's gingerly and gindemis. Gindemis is the supposedly the highest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gindemis, I think it's about 8 meters above water. So that's the highest point.
Comparé avec Bali, il faut faire du n'a pas si like that much water pour nous monter ici. It's all flat, champignons, hot and dry. Est-ce que vous connaissez qui plie au point Valley avec Fonferdinand? Just par hasard. Well, yes.
This is around 300 meters.
How much?
300.
300. Okay, whoa. Big difference between 8 meters and 300.
That's 300.
Okay.
Numbers.
Going to the questions. Okay, so another question is,
Not for me.
what do you do if someone reports seeing an animal in distress? Valid for Ferdinand.
Well, you try to help the animal as much as possible. If it's injured, you try to at least how can I say, try to work on the wound so that it doesn't overbleed, so that it doesn't die or anything like that. So you just want to basically get it as much help as you can. But yeah, I don't know, maybe you guys have something else to say.
And also you have to report it to the person responsible in the research team. Like for Validine, we have the VSC, the Validine Science Coordinator, and have to report it to. And then you have to wait until your advice.
Okay.
When we get such occurrences, what we do is, since we don't have that much experience in dealing with injured birds or owner, we take a photo of the animal and injuries if possible, and we send them via WhatsApp to have somebody give us some advice of what to do next. And if the injuries, the animal can recuperate from the injuries or not. And if they cannot recuperate, then there are other things that we need to do. At least to ease the pain of the bird or to put it out of its misery.
Et so rencontré un problème pareil, je crois, quand tu des animaux qui distress all the time, ou soit pas ça si tant.
I've had an encounter once, me and Leroy. A person was cleaning next to the road. She came and called us. She said that there was a bird that was just there on the road. So we saw that there was nothing wrong with it. So we picked it up and we put it back to where we thought its nest was. But I'm not really like in distress at all. What about an algebra?
I would say it's mostly the turtles. That's mostly what we see. Like you'll find them get stuck in champignon. So we do our best. They're heavy, so must have a radio all the time. And try and radio in, try and help the turtles. Apart from that, we don't really interfere with the nature. So we try and keep everything pristine as possible. Yeah. Apart from the turtles, because we see them, they're pretty sad as well when we see them. See it on their eyes, yeah. Must help them.
And also, like, sometimes, par exemple, dans nos frigate census, we go through the frigate colonies, and although we do try to be as quiet as we can, avec bateau and everything, sometimes it does happen that the frigate bed, it's like, what is this thing here? Why is it making so much noise? And zot avole apene zot tom dadero. So haba nan instance ki nou bezwen asiste sa zanimou. And then akos it nou kid fe ha, even though we do try, and it very rarely happens. Like very rarely. But haba nan instance it nou interveni, no actually aid ben zanimou. Abe pa mi ka renji touch. About that, we just have to let nature take its course. Yeah. Nou nan kesyon sosyal d'abord, pou valide avec Profegina aussi, eski poaching of coco de mer is still a really big problem as it was before kizot wapi arrive?
Actually, in Valdeme, it's a bit stable. We don't have like I don't know when the last time we recorded the poaching in Valdeme, but it's a bit rare actually. Yeah, it's not like previously. We have a lot of problems.
Cool.
I can say that it's really too low now. We are not getting that much poaching as before. But if we get poaching, it's mainly what we call the jelly nut, the premature nuts. Whereas before, let's say 2-3 years back, it was mainly the more mature nuts that were being poached. But nowadays, we are not getting that much mature nuts poaching. It's just a small, unfrequent poaching of premature nuts. And that's it. So we can say that Pampelina, and I believe Validime also, is becoming more safe based on measures that are taken by the management to fight against poaching.
Yeah.
But
And really good job.
Some places this is outside the world. It's in the machine it's not in the world. So it's missing here.
Yeah. Okay. I guess a lot question sa chikod nou, really, kwa kin motiv zot pou zot pensal ou vas como a ranger? I would like to hear like everyone's answer because we all have different stories. Miguel, ka komanse?
More?
Yeah.
Well, more for more, I would say, like the animals itself, like learning about the animals, it's interesting. Seeing like what happened to them, like untouched, not in a zoo. Like Aldabra, everything is unique. Like you won't find it anywhere else, I think, like this in the world. So yeah, me my big motivation was to get to Aldabra, but once I got here, it's amazing what the animals do it. Yeah. For me, it's the animals, I would say.
I would say my loving for outdoors, and because here the nature and animals, like Miguel says, really wonderful. It's beautiful. And you get to be around them a lot, like outside a lot, going places, stuff, and lots of monitoring. You can see lots of beautiful stuff. So for me, yeah, it's also outdoors.
And no did you?
For my part, I was a bit fascinating when I was working with Ferdinand in 2009, yeah. And yeah, there's two researchers working on one was working on the black parrot and the other one working on the pollination. And I was attached to them. And at that time I was saying, okay, that is a very cool show. And then after that, I just quit from Ferdinand and then I went to Portugal again and then back again to Validime. And then my first time I worked here and was a field worker and also a ranger. Yeah, and I learned different things, and this was so nice, and that's why it was a little attracting for me. And then I just okay, I will continue this way.
Nice.
So, makanya mo, masa ko nisusulo na natin yung kami studio da. So, yan ang singayo pa yung buwas, at 2018, itong siyali, majuayot masih marite, yung nali, statistic ranger. Since then, I'm calling over the planet.
Cool.
Yes, for me, is maybe I would say is the love for the nature. I would say I'm there because I don't want always to be in an office or in a same place or walk. I like to move around a bit, so that's why I choose ranger. But from the beginning, I was not a ranger. I was like a field worker, and before that, I was like a tourist guide, and now I am doing a ranger job. So I like it because of the nature, the love for the nature.
Cool.
As for me, I would say that I'm somebody who is passionate about nature. I have worked in many fields of work. Some of my work have even touched beautification, like landscaping, horticulture. I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I'm somebody who is down to earth. I'm not a complicated person. I love nature. And when I'm in the forest, I'm walking in the forest, I'm walking around among the plants, among flora and fauna. It's like I feel at home. And you don't want to leave this place, it's like you want to stay there. So that is my feeling about it, and that is why I love this work. And that is why I do my utmost to protect the species, primarily the crocodile. I have even risked my life, I would say, doing this work. There are many things which maybe people don't know, but I know that it was quite risky because when you start preventing people from stealing crocodile, stealing other valuable in the reserve, you are targeted. So it's important that you remain firm, remain committed, and remain positive so that you can fulfill your mandate, or it's just like when you're a nurse, it's a difficult work, but you need to persevere.
Cool.
So it's me now. Okay. The reason why I got into the job is, like everyone is saying, from nature. But for me, really, I started off with doing marine work, so I didn't really ever try the terrestrial kind of thing. But once I started doing the terrestrial work, it showed me into a whole other door, a whole other portal to another world. In a way, a world of being inside trees and seeing, I don't know, tree frogs and just getting the chance to study that and getting the chance to explore that. It's something really, it's something that like it will stay with you forever, and I think also kind of what Mikhail was saying, it's because of the animals, and like just trying to give you as much love as you can to them so that they can give it back to you. So that at the end of the day, you feel good about yourself saying, yeah, I helped that animal. And just, it's a really good feeling deep down inside. I think you guys can understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Got you, man.
I think we all have the same kind of, experience and motivation and why we're doing this job. So that's pretty great. Okay, so we have like 10 minutes left. So if Valedeme, Fofegina, or Aldaba, if you guys have any questions for the site, feel free to just think of something right now and we can ask each other a message. Yes, I think you have a question.
Actually, quand c'est Zodiana qui veut faire ça, nous voit ça là-bas. Population, comme si je travaillais. À peu près combien?
Buji research, Limen. In research, we don't have that much person. Like we have about 6 now, no?
Yeah.
6 people doing research work. Then we have the logistic team, which they do the maintenance and other things around. Alex can tell you a little bit more about that.
Logistics.
Yeah.
How many people are doing logistics?
7, 6.
Yeah, there's 6 in the logistics team. Yeah, so 6 each sides.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
12 people in total.
Yeah, 12 people.
Massive island.
Sa population ada bahasa.
12 people.
Yeah.
Ada baik semua.
Yeah, do June now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's it.
Ada dia pasal di
Oh, but yeah, c'est mon Michael avec Alex as Rangers, aidé dans tous les côtés logistiques avec les services. So it's like, you know.
Right now, move point du temps de plus gros qui vont supposer skipper. I'm proud. This is what I went to school with. Yeah. So, bon peut-être on peut booster devant moi aussi. Dans Halo Drive, et dit pour le moment tout est normal 20 ans. Là pour skipper. Et oui. M'apprécier. Le droit de me t'aider.
Yeah.
Alex, yeah? Well, like Miguel Vigi, like new logistics or research, we do like different stuff. It doesn't have to be that specific thing. Like everybody is everywhere basically. We give a hand where we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question from Facebook. So what is your advice to anyone who wants to be a ranger or work in conservation? I think we can start with Valley and Fofegina. Moka répéter si vous avez.
My advice to someone who wants to be a ranger is just really like nature, and really try to strive for you to try to conserve it as much as possible and try to preserve it as much as possible, so that the future generation tomorrow can actually have something to see, not just read how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, love for nature.
Yeah.
Lots of motivation. You need to motivate yourself a lot. Yeah, love itself. Love what you do because there's a lot to be done. Sometimes you in the field, in the hot sun, you're like, why am I here? But there's a bigger picture to look at. Yeah, so I'll say it's the love for your job. Yeah, definitely.
Anything, Alex?
Well, like Miguel said, the love for nature. Well, if you have that, then you're good to go.
Nice. Any other advice from anyone from Fofegina?
Maybe like my colleagues, I will definitely say the love for nature is a must. And you are very humble also with the nature and like to walk also, maybe because the walk is always you have been on your feet walking in the nature and it's like that. Walking. Anything like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
And also, I think I can say, to anyone wanting to be a ranger or currently a ranger right now, so there's nothing that's too small. That's something I always say. So, and like if ou découragé ou peut faire quelque chose, mais seulement things are not moving in the right direction in conservation as you want, mais seulement nothing you do is too small. Like your effort, it's gonna be worth it no matter what. So, continuer dans ça l'amour pour conservation, and yeah, that's gonna make a difference. Hmm. Well, n'a pas encore question sorti from Facebook. So I guess we've been doing an amazing job. People don't have questions. We've covered so much. I hope other people have been able to learn from our experience, from the 3 sites that SIF manages. Any last things you guys would like to say, to share to the public or even to us, Valley of Ofegina?
I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you guys for this opportunity, and thanks for taking you guys' time to talk to us. And everyone who took the time for them to see us talking. You know.
How your
Really
day
great.
goes, like your day of walk it goes over there. It is different from what we are in the forest, right? But you are not like the coral island. So it's nice to know your work, how you are doing over there. You walk over there.
I would say that after all, I'm pretty jealous. I'm jealous that and having listened to you today makes me even more jealous. So I will try to think of some way to get to Alabama very soon.
Yes. I mean, we would love to have you guys on Adawa, and
Yeah.
I personally would love to go to Valley of Ofegina because I have no experience working there.
I mean, I would like to visit. Yeah, so I would like to visit. I've never been. But yeah, cool, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man.
You guys are awesome. Keep the
Thank you very
motivation
much.
high. Amen.
Yes,
All right, merci beaucoup, everyone, and for everyone who put this together.
Good weekend.
Happy World Ranger Day, guys.
See you next time.
Next time.